Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're in my in-laws' home and I'm gonna show you one of their closets. It's not too messy, but we're gonna take everything out and organize it in 4 different ways. One way for each different Clutterbug style. You've been asking, so I'm gonna share this video with you now. Everything's from the dollar store, which makes me very excited. So let's get started right now. So I'm gonna start by taking everything out. My father-in-law is apparently a bodybuilder because what the deuce, man? There is so much protein in here. We're just gonna count them. So we have 7, 8, 9. Okay. It's just 9. Down here, there's more protein powder in lots of little jars and a ton of shakers. I'm just gonna move this all out onto the kitchen table and sort it over there. So I started by taking everything out. It doesn't matter what Clutterbug style you are, everyone starts with taking everything out and sorting it. The first thing I'm gonna do is to sort into like categories. And then I'm using the SPACE acronym, so it's sort and then purge. My in-laws are not here, which means I can totally purge half their stuff. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna purge their stuff. But what I am gonna do is the same thing I do with clients, which is have a box for things that I think should go. And so there is a lot of expired whey protein here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the decision that that isn't going back in the closet, but I'm still leaving the box so they can go through it later and make those final decisions. So I've macro sorted everything into categories, and I came up with the categories based on the things that I was finding. So I was finding a lot of things that would be used to disinfect. So there's a disinfecting pile, a lot of things for teeth. So we have dental, we have travel. I was finding things like sunscreen and like bug spray and things like that. So I decided to make a category just for summer. This is the macro sorting. That's what you do, is you look at a lot of little things and think, how can we group those together into a bigger category like this? We have shaving lotion, we have face creams, we have a little bit of makeup. So I created a face category. And once you've sorted into these macro big piles, then you can know exactly how much space you need for each pile, what size bin or container that you need, and it's much easier to organize when you've sorted like this. So now that we've sorted and purged, now it's time to assign a home. You always start with the things that you use the most often. So take a look at your piles. For them, I know it's gonna be the medication and the vitamins because they take those every day. So those are gonna get the valuable real estate and the easiest to access shelf in the closet. So those are the things I'm gonna organize first. So I went to Dollarama here in Canada, and we're gonna start with a butterfly. So I opted to go with these wire baskets because butterflies are visual organizers. They have to see what they have, but not everything has to be in a bin and basket. So I'm actually gonna use these dollar store turntables, these Lazy Susans, for the everyday things. And I also love, listen, I love these trays because for a butterfly, they can see what they have, but it contains it at the same time. So these, I think they're for paper, but they were a total score. So the first thing I'm gonna organize is the medication and the vitamins. So we've sorted everything into the wire containers, and now it's time to put everything away for the butterfly. So remember, the valuable real estate are the shelves that are at waist to eye level, and those are the places that you want to put things you use every day. So we're putting medications and vitamins and those type of things in this spot. So I'm done organizing this closet for a butterfly. I think it's really sweet. I love the way it turned out. It's still very visual, but it's pretty too. And the best part was it was really fast and really inexpensive to do. I labeled these wire bins from the Dollar Tree using these adorable little photo frames. How cute are those? I saw this idea from Catherine from Do It on a Dime. I think it's sweet. And then I just added a little Dollar Tree butterfly because it's organization for a butterfly. I love how it turned out. So now I'm putting everything back for a ladybug. This is gonna get old fast. We're organizing and unorganizing and organizing and organizing. This is what I do for you because this is how much I love you. Let's ladybug. Ladybugs don't want to see things. We're hidden organizers even inside the closet, which is why you want solid bins. So I opted for these white ones from the dollar store. I love that they're really big because they're perfect for big macro categories. So I'm going to start with disinfectant. You can see it's a lot of stuff, so then you know to use the bigger container. Mrs. A is a ladybug like me, so this is the way it's going to probably stay for her. So I'm done the ladybug. This is my favorite. I mean, I haven't seen them all, but I know this is gonna be my favorite. All white matching bins, adorable pink labels. What's not to love? I hope you guys like it too. So now we're going to organize for a Cricut, which is a hidden organizer, but they love details. They want all the categories. It was actually quite hard to find dollar store containers that are perfect for a Cricut because they are just big macro bins, but I did a little hack to this Dollar Tree bin where I added some dividers inside so that we can get really micro. So I'm going to start by organizing for summer. So I have a large bin and I'm going to put two smaller ones inside so we can micro organize one side for bug repellent and after bite, and the other side is going to be from sunscreen. So next we're going to do sort of their, is this first aid? Yeah, first aid. So like you cut yourself, you're hurting, you've broken a wrist. They have everything here. If it's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm coming to this house because they are prepared. This is pain though. So this is going to go in a different, it's going to go in with pain, but all of their first aid stuff is going to be organized, very detailed in here. So I've sorted everything into the Cricut bins and now it's time to put everything away. Last but not least, we're gonna do the bee, which I'm very excited about because the bee has obnoxious amounts of containers at the dollar store. It's clear containers and they have smaller ones, so we can get really detailed. I also love these fridge organizers because they're really small. So they're still visual, but you can definitely get really detailed with these. So those were a score. Let's get started. So I have the category here for soaps and lotions, but because it's a bee, I'm gonna separate these. You can't put soap with lotion, right, bees? You have to separate it. So I'm gonna have one bin just for soap and one for lotion. Soap, lotion. Soap, lotion. Soap, lotion. There's just a lot of lotion. She has very soft skin. So we've organized for a bee. I really went micro. We have lots of containers for a bee and now it's time to put them all in the closet. One of the biggest things I hear all the time from bees is that they don't always love putting things in bins and baskets. They want it to be functional, easy access, really visual, which is why turntables are amazing. We're using this Lazy Susan so that you can see everything. It's still keeping it contained, but really visual and really easy to access. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which of these 4 organizing styles you relate to the most, and I'll see you guys next time. I also love these fridge organizers. They're stuck together. They're stuck together. I don't love these fridge. No, for real. What the deuce? Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. I wanted to share a little love about my in-laws since they allowed me to come into their home and organize their closet. And if you saw behind, we made a mess of their entire home doing this. They're so nice. They're like the coolest in-laws. I feel like they're definitely second parents. I've lived with them for a really long time. Joe and I, when we first started dating, I had my own apartment and Joe was basically always at my apartment and not ever home. So they invited me to rent their basement apartment in their house, which is code for stop being a heathen and letting my son spend the night at your house all the time. Come under my roof so we can monitor you at all times. I'm on to them. I knew it, but also it was a great price and a beautiful apartment. So I moved in, and after a year, they actually decided to downsize to this house, and they invited me to move along with them, which is so sweet. It's a much smaller home. They have 3 children, including Joe, and guess who got a bedroom? This girl. Joe had a bedroom, I had a bedroom. The other 2 kids, they had already moved out, but I still feel loved. You know what I mean? I feel loved. They are definitely a second set of parents. And I hear horror stories about in-laws all the time, but I absolutely have the best. Let me know in the comments below if you like your in-laws. No, I'm kidding. Don't, but do, but don't, but don't. But that's all. I wanted to show them some love. I'll see you guys next time.